Alright, hello, it is November 31st. My time is 10:57. Gonna give it a shot, trying to get a video in for the day. I used my Druidcraft. I went ahead and laid everything out. I'm gonna make this quick and simple. See how this is gonna work. What I got for the day, all upright cards, a couple swords in there. So swords can be, a lot of mental stuff that's going on. But I do have Bingo. First card. Love this card. Good card. And this is the Ace of Wands, using the Druidcraft deck here. And the Ace of Wands, I get immediately, a lot of excitement that goes on with this card. The one thing that stood out with me on this card is I noticed the leaves and I felt a need to count them when I first looked at it. So, and I'm dropping stuff everywhere. My glasses on the floor. But well, and I counted them, and there's 8 leaves. Well, green here, United States. I'm going to think of a lot of times money that goes with this, and I am looking at working with a new job, an interview actually today. It'll be online, so maybe that's going to work out. There's, of course, a lot of excitement. I'm going to see how things go with it. But the buck kind of stood out too. So I get a lot with the buck. I get a lot of times you'll get sexual drive and stuff like that. So it just comes with the excitement that comes with this card. But um, again, new life, excitement. There's a strong feeling of confidence that you get. There's an initiative to get up and do something, and it's success. With something that's new, a new adventure and stuff like that. Because this is wands, and you say the bright sun that's in there, a lot of success and excitement and stuff. So anyway, central card I have for the day here is the Nine of Swords. Now this is a lot about all your worries, your fears, things that are going on. Um, And I always find with this card, usually they're all unfounded. It seems as though things that you worry about the most really don't come to pass. You stay up late at night and so forth. But what stood out was there's a circle right here on the bed. And now that I look at it again, it almost kind of reminds me of a coin. So it may be money worries, you know. So that may be a good thing right there. But anyway, a lot of this is the blue is standing out. So her blankets here. So not exactly sure what I'm getting with the blue. But again, central card here, Nine of Swords. It's about worries, fears, staying up late, or if you've had things worried, this is a daily reading. So it's going to be, for what goes on for the day. And it's very, very strong of telling me, your biggest fears and your biggest worries are the things that are going on with you right at this current moment. That you're overthinking it. That's a lot I get with this card. Is a lot of overthinking, and things not really coming to pass the way that you worry about. Now, with that said, I've got the Seven of Swords, and this is the only card in this deck that drives me batty because it's nothing like any of the other cards. This is the Seven of Swords, and the Druidcraft. Usually, since it's a Rider-Waite type deck, it's a guy sneaking off the swords or something in that matter. But what stood out was in the window here. There's the moon, and there's some clouds, and that drew my attention. So it's saying, a lot of cloudy thinking that seems to be going on. Now, this is also a lot about leaving or sneaking out. A lot of times, though, I'll find people do this with jobs. They'll leave and go to another job, but it'll be kind of a clandestine manner. They don't tell anybody. They kind of sneak out and they go. But what stood out is with this particular one is there's the old man that's in the picture is sitting writing, and I think the swords and stuff like that. And what I think about is contracts. Somebody be careful. Don't let somebody be very sneaky with some kind of contracts or anything of that manner. But there's a possible deception when this card comes up, especially with the clouds standing out. So pay close attention to contracts and stuff right there. that's going on. There's a need for discretion. You need to be very, very discreet. This guy is somewhere at night, obviously, by himself, being discreet by himself. But job change, a career change, or even a home change. You could sneak out and move somewhere. Um, but one thing I get with this is there seems to be a strong of feeling of insincerity that comes with it. You know, but mainly with this and this card here, it's doing the unexpected. Do something unexpected, and that can be either in a positive manner or a negative manner. But there seems to be a lot of self-defeating actions that can come up with this card here, which is kind of strange about your fears. Working these two cards together here, your biggest fears and blah 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 that's going on. So I do get a lot of times with right now what's kind of jumping out and writing modern day with the swords, you know, computer here in the modern day. You're not going to be sitting around with a candle and a feather. So communications, online and so forth. But either way, that's what that card stands out for. And actually, what I'm going to look at is, well, bingo. I was talking about work. The numbers. I'm being pulled about the numbers, and remember, I said I counted these when I first laid these out. There's leaves, and it reminds me of money. It's green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is also very well start of a new job. Now, this could be a direct connection over here, but I'm not really like sneaking out and going to a new job. Whatever, it's just telling me to be very, very careful with contracts. But as I add these up, I have a 9 and a 7. That's a 16 plus 1. There's 17. 7 plus 1. Bingo. That's an 8. Very, very strong indication there that there's going to be something that's going on job wise. And I think, pay attention to the contract. And, if I'm having a lot of worries and fears about, learning the job and doing the stuff that I need to do, especially with the computers and stuff like that, it says very, very strongly to have just pay attention to what you're doing and be careful of sneaky actions. And overall, the eight with me, eight. It's a number that's ruled by Mars, and it represents, like extreme circumstances. They can be good, they can be bad, but it's still extreme circumstances. But I do find a lot of eights with me personally come up with stuff such as material growth and stuff like that. But this is mastery and autonomy, and realizing the errors that you made, in a 7. In a 7, I get a lot of standing up for yourself. Taking action, and if you take the action, things can work out. But you may make a few little mistakes or something along the way. The 8s say that you have mastered this. So that's going to be my reading for the day. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate the ones who do watch it, and I'll be back whenever I can be back.